We have some massive Fallout 5 news. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about Fallout 5. Now, before we get into this, please do me the biggest of favors. Take this with a grain of salt. Please take this with a grain of salt. Don't take what I'm saying as gospel. But according to Jez Corden, Fallout 5 has been greenlit. Now, what does this mean? This means, if this were true, that the development of Fallout 5 is underway. That means Microsoft told Bethesda or whoever's developing Fallout 5 to go ahead and begin work on Fallout 5. If it was just greenlit, then of course this would be the early stages of development, like allocating budget, assigning a team to it, etc. However, them greenlighting Fallout 5 means they're beginning to work on it right now. With that being said, I'm kind of shocked it took this long for a project like Fallout 5 to be greenlit, considering the success of the Fallout TV show just a year and a half ago, and now season 2 coming up in December. I'm shocked it took them this long to greenlight Fallout 5, but as we know, the massive layoffs from Microsoft, over 9,000 employees in their most recent mass layoff, that it potentially would open up some more opportunities for Microsoft to put more money into other games rather than the games that they were putting money into prior to the layoffs. This kind of goes hand in hand with what Phil Spencer had to say in his email to his staff during the layoffs. The success we're currently seeing is based on tough decisions we've made previously. We must make choices now for continued success in future years, and a key part of that strategy is the discipline to prioritize the strongest opportunities. We will protect what is thriving and concentrate effort on areas with the greatest potential while delivering on the expectations the company has for our business. This focused approach means we can deliver exceptional games and experiences for players for generations to come. Prioritizing our opportunities is essential, but that does not lessen the significance of this moment. This means that they're allocating money into projects that they believe could make them money now, rather than putting money into projects like a Starfield, for example, when they did, because let's face it, Starfield wasn't this mass hit. A lot of people hated it. I enjoyed Starfield, but a lot of people do not like Starfield. You might not like Starfield, and that's okay. But instead of trying something new like that ZeniMax MMO that was canceled, why not go to an IP like Fallout that is basically guaranteed success? Now, here's what Jez Corden had to say in his Xbox 2 podcast about Fallout 5. From what I heard, it was a case of trade-off, and that the program to expand Fallout 5 and just Fallout in general, that's where they've decided to make the investments and where the money will be translated into for a more surefire win. From what I heard, it was a case of, do we want to sink a ton of money into getting this project to a point where it can compete with the established players in the market, or do we want to allocate that investment towards making Fallout 5? What does this mean for Elder Scrolls 6? Honestly, it means nothing. Elder Scrolls 6 is continued to being developed by Bethesda Game Studios right now. Bethesda Game Studios may not even be making Fallout 5. Jez mentioned in his podcast that this could be a totally other studio that developing Fallout 5, and that does make sense. Obsidian's been wanting to work on a new Fallout game for many years now. People are anticipating maybe they're working on a spinoff, because let's face it, to our knowledge anyway, they're kind of finished with their current projects. Avowed, Outer Worlds 2 is coming out later this year, Grounded 2. So they're kind of finished with all their projects. They really have nothing on the agenda, at least not to my knowledge. So what could they work on next? And Microsoft knows this. They're Microsoft Studio. They're allowed to work on Fallout 5 if Microsoft wants them to work on Fallout 5. So maybe Obsidian could be developing Fallout 5. I have no idea. But it would make sense to accelerate things and wanting to release Fallout 5 sooner than they were planning on doing anyway. Now, a lot of people are saying, when are we going to get Fallout 5? Are we going to get it in 5-10 years? I saw a joke, 2080. Listen, if they're greenlighting the project right now, that means they want to start work on it right now. They have this hype with the Fallout TV show, and maybe they're planning on going 5, 6, 7 seasons. And maybe by the last season or season 5, maybe, Fallout 5 is ready to go and ready to release. But in my opinion, with how hot the IP is, with how hot the Fallout franchise is right now, I don't think you're greenlighting a project, and I could be totally wrong. I don't think you're greenlighting a project just to have it release in 10 years. I don't know when it would come out, but I don't think you're greenlighting a project to have it come out in 10 years. Especially when it comes to Fallout. Like I said, I could be totally wrong. Look back at Fallout New Vegas. I know they had the engine already there, but Fallout New Vegas was made in 18 months. Yes, it was a bit of a rush job. It was a buggy mess at launch. Totally get it. I know. I was there. But Fallout New Vegas only took 18 months. And I'm not asking for Fallout 5 in 2 years. But if it comes out in 4, that wouldn't shock me, especially if they're developing it right now. It would also be interesting for it to maybe be a launch title for the new Xbox when that comes out in a couple of years. Who knows? I'm just shooting from the hip here. But listen, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Fallout 5, according to Jez Corden, has been greenlit. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.